Hey everyone, how are you doing? So, do me a favor before we get started. I need for you to hit this like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need for you to do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss an episode. Also, check out this pinned link. I need for you to sign the petition and donate. All right, so today we're going to talk about Meta, what is going on in the stock market, right? So, if you're not in the stock market, it's a good time to get in. You can check out the link below and join my group if you're interested in getting into the stock market and you're not in. So, as far as Meta goes, Meta has jumped by 14%. So, their profit has tripled. Their profit has tripled to $14 billion. They make 98% of their money off of ad revenue. Right. So this is a Meta. They have announced their first dividend, which will be 50 cents per share. So if you are not receiving dividends currently, check out the link below and get into the stock group. So Meta announces their first dividend of 50 cents per share. They just beat their earnings. They had earnings. Their sales have increased by 25% year after year. Again, most of their revenue comes from ads, people buying ads. So they did beat earnings, which happened this Thursday. So the earnings, they expected to be $5.33 per share, but they expected it to be $4.96. $4.96 is what they expected, but it came out as $5.33. So they beat earnings. Their revenue, they expected it to be 39.18 billion, but it came out to be 40.1 billion for their revenue. They have active users totaling 2.11 billion. The expected was 2.08 billion. So at earnings, they look at expected and then they look at what actually happened. So they looked at the earnings per share, they beat it. They looked at the revenue, they beat their expectations, and they looked at their active users and they beat their expectations. So that's some of the things they look at when it comes to earnings. So we all know about Meta and their practices, whether you agree with them or not. They state that they have 2.11 billion active users. But Meta does things like putting people in timeout, um, even blocking people off of Meta, like banning people's accounts who are running businesses. So if you're running a business, that's pretty important, right? And then they will just ban you for no good reason. Um, Blocking your ability to place ads. So they blocked my ability to place ads. So that is what they're doing. I'm sure you are familiar with that. So that is the company Meta, how they operate. They are just starting this dividend, 50 cents, 50 cents a share. This will start on March 26th. If you are an investor in Meta, their market cap is almost $1.2 trillion. They have something called virtual reality unit, and that lost $4.6 billion. However, the company is still doing well because of the people who are putting ads. Uh, Most of their revenue is coming from ads. So they are advancing their AI program. They are advancing their metaverse program. They're buying like 350,000 chips from NVIDIA. Um, the biggest drivers of their revenue growth comes from companies that deal with e-commerce, entertainment, gaming, also Chinese retailers. So the company Temu and Shane, you heard of those, right? So those are Chinese retailers. They are dumping loads and loads of money into Facebook for ads to advertise Temu and Shane. Now, you know Temu, right? Have you seen it on the news that this company is actually not a legit company? Have you seen that on the news? There are reports that Temu, what this company does, TEMU, it is capturing your data. So it's more than just selling a product to you. These are Chinese retailers, and they are capturing your data. It's more to it behind it than just selling a product. Did you see that on the news? So take that into consideration if you buy from that company, right? Everything might not be on the up and up with that company. This was actually on the news, right? So you can research that for yourself. So as far as Meta goes, last year they had a lot of layoffs. They do expect to keep that lean as far as hiring goes. There was a child safety Senate hearing. You may have seen it. They had the owner of Meta on there, a hearing before the senators, and they were asking him on national TV questions like, does he plan on compensating the victims of, children that were hurt in some form or fashion? Senator asking him, does he plan on compensating victims, offering counseling services, or why should his company not be sued? And then they had him, they showed him apologizing to the parents on national TV, and then they had like a whole bunch of parents in the audience behind him. So he's being accused of ignoring child exploitation as it pertains to mental health and even the death of children. So he did apologize to the parents. And what is your take on that when it comes to children and social media? What is your take? I am not going to share my take, um, actually, and I have a feeling you're not going to share your take either. So that is what is going on with Meta currently. They have a new dividend, and the stock has increased by 14%. So when it comes to investing, holding this stock in particular could potentially make you very wealthy. Um, I know that people are trading this stock. Some people have already traded the stock and generated a whole lot of money, people who know how to trade. So, Meta is very important as far as when it comes to investing. The hedge funds are putting a lot of their money into the company. All right. So, that is what is going on with Meta. It is actually trending and it's actually getting a lot of media attention right now. All right. So do me a favor before you leave. I need for you to hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber, I need for you to do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss an episode. Also, click this pin link and sign the petition and donate. So there's an event coming up. I'd like for you to know about the event. There is a secret crime that is going on. There are victims all over the world. This is worldwide. It has zero media attention. And I would like for you to know about it. All right. So do me a favor before you leave. Don't forget, hit this like button on your way out. When it comes to investing, if you're not in the stock market and you're interested in learning how to invest, you can click and join the investment group and start investing and start building wealth. So investing is a very important component when it comes to building wealth. And then you make sure that you are doing other things besides investing, like building a business, like buying property. When it comes to using other people's platforms, for example, right now, this is someone else's platform. It's important to have something of your own. Of course, this is fine to be on other people's platform, but it's important to have something of your own. So just keep that in mind. Diversification is the key, and working on something that is truly yours besides just being on other people's platforms. All right. So do me a favor before you leave, hit that like button on your way out. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Bye for now.